This is not a song. This is a 10K filing.
3.7 billion net loss in the first quarter alone. It's not a turnaround, that's a tombstone. You spent 100 billion on fabs that don't yield. The Foundry's a furnace where the cash gets killed. Past Gelsinger walked in with N 2.0, said you beat TSMC by 24. Now we know that was fiction, that was fantasy, that was fraud. The 18 angstrom node is a mirage in the fog. RibbonFET and PowerVia. The marketing is loud, but the yields are in the basement and the wafers are clouded. You missed the Apple A19, 5 billion at TSMC while you were building castles in Ohio's empty field. Liputan came in, cut 25,000 heads. The stock went up 200% on AI inference threads, but the inference is a fad. The CPU is back, you're saying when involved the biddle severe and the spark to take your place. You own the AT6, you own a PC, but the PC is a graveyard and the grave is yours to see. The .com bubble level, the Reddit post went viral. 2,000 upvotes for a company in denial that it lost the mobile, lost the A, lost the cloud. Now you're losing a PC, oh it's dirty as new crowd. The RTX spark, the L1X CPU, the Verichip, replacing Intel inside with Jensen plated script. They tried AMD, they tried ARM, they tried Apple Silicon. The M4 Max beat your core ultra by a margin that's 1,000,000 to 1 in efficiency in performance per watt. Your Raptor Lake refreshes a dinosaur in a bot that runs on electricity that the grid can't afford. Your Media Lake NPU is a joke. It's a pro that you bolt on the side of a chip that can't compete with the neural engine that Cupertino designed. Complete data center grew 22%, you both, but the operating margin is still negative. I'm done for the Intel that once was, the Intel that once ruled. Now you're begging for Foundry customers like a fool at the market, at the bazaar, at the semiconductor fair. Please buy our wafers, we have capacity to spare. But TSMC has a node, Samsung has a scale, and Intel has the debt that never fails to grow and compound to a tremendous size. The balance sheet is cancer and the cancer is the prize that the short sellers want, that the vultures are waiting for the carcass of the giant that built the anti-X6 state. The government subsidy is the only lifeline. The CHIPS Act billions, the taxpayers' dime to prop up a foundry that can't find a customer to flip the fabs that you built with political lust. For the votes in Ohio, for the jobs in Arizona, but the jobs are getting cut and the fabs are getting lonelier. The equipment that you bought sits idle in the clean room. The process engineers left for TSMC's new boom in the desert, and the fabs that actually ship, that actually yield, that actually make the chip that the world needs, that the world wants, that the world buys. While in towns, wafers gather dust under Arizona skies. The ATA ramp was supposed to be the savior, the node that brings you back from the failed trade behavior, but the ramp is delayed, the customers are gone. The only thing that's flowing is the debt that's drawn from the bond market, from the banks, from the hope that somehow, somewhere, someone will grow for an Intel wafer in a TSMC world where the nanometers are smaller and the yields are pearl. Not clouded, not broken, not Intel's fate. The Foundry dream is over, the Foundry dream is mine. You sold the world a process wrapped in patriot hype. The American Foundry, the sovereign silicone pipe, but the pipe is dry. The wafers are thin, the sovereign is a beggar, and the beggar is the king of nothing, of no one, of the empty fab where the lights are on, but the workers have been grabbed by the layoff, by the severance, by the pink slip, the 25,000 that you let slip. RJV builds a substrate, the deterministic ground of oral verification, the mathematically sound foundation that the self-hosted stack can stand upon. The invariant that the system never spawns a bug, a leak, a side channel, erase proof is the armor is the base that you build on. You trust, verify with the hash, with the signature, with the eye of a reproducible bin, the bit for bit match. Source is the truth is the patch that you audit, you fork, you own. Capilla is the law, and the law is the stolen like Sasa and PTA. You're sick aside the net list. Let's take back the fight on nest. One deterministic frequency, the bill holds, the hash holds, the signature holds.